the bird and the snake situation. At that particular point in time, your parental instinct is to secure your child first.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And don't forget that even the statement that he gave yesterday was upon invitation from the DCI.
Mm-hmm.
So all those frantic phone calls he was saying, that is now the bird fighting the snake to secure its loved one.
Mm-hmm.
But every person has a responsibility to speak out in their own time about the things that are happening in this country. And we have gotten to a place where these things are escalating. It is better late than never. Me, I would never fault him for choosing to speak now.
Okay,
because
sure.
At the end of the day, he is advancing the cause of freedom and democracy in this country by calling out all these things and shedding light to some of these things that we didn't know.
Isn't it rather convenient?
It doesn't matter, City, because also you must know that there are certain things that happen that trigger you. For instance, with that knowledge, you are seated somewhere, maybe having a cup of coffee, and you see the person who you went to call for the release of your son saying he is not aware of who is doing these things. You can be triggered and you say, now this is just too much. Can I tell the country that in fact this is the guy who got my son released? So there is those who would criticize him and say he would have spoken out earlier, but I am just happy that Kenyans are speaking out. And it doesn't matter the consequences. Raila's AUC bid, you can ask the president himself. Because me personally, I have seen, like right now, my party leader was in Zimbabwe. He's taken his campaign individually. He has gone to all these heads of state alone. I have not seen him there with Ruto.
Yes.
They have appeared at a few events together, but by and large, Raila has run his own campaign. And for whatever support that has come from government or the state, it is because Raila is Kenya's candidate. And for the details, you can ask the president. I have explained the question of the generals that you speak about joining government. You see, ODM is a very bold party. We are not people to shy away. If we are in a relationship with you, we will boldly proclaim that we are in a relationship with you, because that is a choice that we have made.
Right.
We are not embarrassed when we are in a relationship with people. I mean, as I've given you an example, in the last election, we signed agreements with 26 political parties. As SG of ODM, I was there signing those things on behalf of the party. If an agreement exists, we will not be shy. If it is an illicit association, then you can't ask the SG of ODM to speak about illicit affairs.
Are you saying
so?
What
I am saying is this. I have explained the reason why these 4 individuals were seconded to government,
you have
to protect the democratic state. And I have said, when the time comes, ODM as a political party will be in competition with all these other political parties to win power, because we also want to govern this country. That is why political parties exist. So until and unless you get to that point where you are saying you have merged or you have signed a document, then you really can't impose this relationship on us. There is also a lot of disingenuity in how people address us. And the good thing is that I have been SG of this party for 7 years. ODM as a political party is not measured on the same standards as any other political party. And we understand why, because we have projected ourselves as being different and better than all these other people. So I expect these questions to be asked of us. But I am telling you, the sustenance of a democratic state is a bigger deal than these things that we are discussing here. Because none of you here can have guaranteed us an outcome that was predictable from the way the country was going. So we understand. I mean, I said we have been in this situation before, but we have that responsibility to ascertain, to explain to the public what is happening and what we are doing and where we're going, because that is a responsibility we have as a leadership.
And when the public tell